Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making sweet and spicy braised pork ribs. To start this dish, we need 3 pounds of pork ribs. I've just taken off the silver skin and trimmed off any excess fat. And we want to section this into individual ribs, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this into thirds, just to make it easier when I go to cut each individual rib. You can ask your butcher to do this. I'm pretty sure if you ask them politely, they will go ahead and do this for you. So just feeling where each of those bones are and cutting right between, just being careful because you don't want to hit the bone. The knife can slip and you don't want to injure yourself. So just carefully going down, checking where each bone is, and then cutting directly in between to get these little individual rib pieces. Now these are all cut, we're going to head over to the stove, and in a pot of simmering water, we're going to add in all of our rib pieces. We're going to bring this up to a boil, skimming off any scum that rises to the top. We're going to lower it to a simmer and let this go for 45 minutes while we make our marinade. So for this, we need 1 large sweet onion, a 3-inch piece of ginger, and 10 cloves of garlic. That is a lot, but I like garlic. Next goes in 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of mirin, 2 tablespoons of rice wine. I'm using the diluted red wine that we use for the Peking duck, but just use regular if that's what you have. Now this seems like a lot, and it is, but we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of honey for the sweet part. And for the spice, we're going to add 5 tablespoons of gochujang. Last but not least, we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and we're going to blend this up until everything is broken down and we get this beautiful sauce. Now it's been 45 minutes. We want to go ahead and remove about 1 cup of this liquid because we're going to use this later. And then we're going to drain the rest and place these out on a large plate. I'm using a baking sheet just because it's easier. And we're going to drizzle our marinade all over the top of this, making sure to coat all of our ribs. And we're going to let this sit and marinate at room temperature for another 45 minutes. We really want this flavor to get infused in there. Now over high heat, I've just added 2 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to fry our ribs in batches. We just want to light fry on this, so it's going to be about 2 minutes, maybe 3 total, just going in and flipping, removing these, and adding the next batch in. We just want a nice little sear on the outside. Then we're going to pull these out, and we want to remove any of that garlic that may be burnt on the bottom, so just cleaning out this pot, adding in that 1 cup of reserved liquid. We're going to add in all of our ribs at this point, as well as all of our sauce. And again, we're going to bring this up to another boil, lower it to a simmer, and we're going to cook this for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, until that sauce really thickens up and coats all of our ribs. Now to plate, I have a large bowl of freshly cooked rice. We're just going to place a couple of portions, as many as your heart desires, just right on top. We're going to sprinkle with a little bit of our sauce because we want that rice to soak it up as well. This smells delicious in my kitchen. I can tell you 100% it smelled amazing. Next, we are going to garnish with a little scallion. It adds some color, it adds a little crunch, and a little sesame seed. This is going to add an earthiness and a nuttiness to this. And this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. The ribs are extremely tender. They're sticky, they're hot, they're sweet. There's so much flavor in these delicious little pork ribs. Okay, I think I need to put down my chopsticks and just go ham on these. No pun intended. But these were satisfying and soulful. You get this wonderful aroma of garlic and onion. The gochujang adds a lovely spiciness. And yes, they are sweet, but this heat of it counterbalances the sweetness of this. And you can see me happy dancing in the background. And these were absolutely fantastic. But there they are, sweet and spicy braised pork ribs. I hope you all try to make this in your home. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you again, and until next time, happy cooking.